Hi there, my name is Missy, and tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about being a vegetarian. I know that we talked about a little bit about the diabetes, a little bit about the gluten, and I just wanted to touch base on the vegetarians because, you know, there are vegetarians and then there are vegans. And for those of you who don't know the difference, one of the biggest differences is that vegans do not do dairy or milk products. So they won't eat eggs where a vegetarian typically will. And they get more of a plant-based protein. So, but on that note, I just wanted to point out that if you are a vegetarian or a vegan and you're using soy products, that you might want to do a little more research on that, because soy has been linked with cancer. Soy is, you know, and it's not really a really good thing for you. There's cancer in my family, and the doctors told us straight up, you stay away from anything that has soy in it because soy is linked to cancer. So just do a little research on your own to find out if you really want to be eating all of that soy, or you can substitute it with so many different other vegetables. Or, you know, for instance, you can take like the big portobello mushrooms, and you can roast those, and they actually almost taste like steak when you do them, if you season them up and the way that you cut them, if you like mushrooms. But just to find other ways and other different proteins to replace, you know, like you could have any of the thing in the nut family, or there are different kinds of beans and stuff that will give you protein. So I would look into more like that then too, and try to stay away from soy the most that you can, unless you're not really concerned with cancer or wellness. But and all the research that I've done and what the doctors have said to me, they've just said to stay away from it. So that's my little extra tip for you guys. But also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about at one time in my life, I was a vegetarian for about 2 years. I had met some friends, and her husband was diagnosed with 4th stage prostate cancer, and they became vegetarians because there was this book called God's Ultimate Health Plan, and the whole concept of the book was that if you brought things back to the organic and you eliminated all the processed foods, you eliminated all the, you know, all the extra chemical stuff that they put on vegetables and everything, that our bodies could actually heal themselves. And, you know, I was skeptical about that, but I shouldn't have been, because God is an amazing God. He can do anything. But anyway, for the stories, my friend's husband, they brought everything back to the organic. You know, he ate a lot of garlic. He had a lot of smoothies. He did everything that he was supposed to do. And he now, almost 22 years later, he's still with us. You know, they didn't give him long to live, and yet because he brought it back to the organic, and because he, you know, brought everything to taking out all that processed stuff, he was able to extend his life for over 22 years. And at that time he was already in his 60s. So, you know, God healed his body. He never had to do the radiation or the chemo, and he was, you know, able to manage and take care of that issue. And, you know, it was really exciting to me. And because of that, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be a vegetarian. And, you know, I wasn't a vegetarian because I didn't want to hurt animals, because I liked meat, and it was such an impact for me. But then when I met my husband, he was like, oh no, over my dead body, am I going to be a vegetarian with you? So I decided, you know, to do the best I could and leave the rest to God. So we now get our beef organic. You know, we buy a whole cow at the time, or a pig, or whatever the meat is that we're going to have. So that way we're not adding in all those extra chemicals or all those extra byproducts for, you know, what you want to have. But I just wanted to touch base a little bit with the vegetarians. Sorry, I threw a little bit of meat into that conversation. But welcome to my group, and please give comments below so that we can find other things that we'd like to talk about or discuss. And I will leave some of my recipes that I really liked when I was doing a lot of vegetarian things. I do have, when I had my restaurant, I had 75% of the people who came in there were also vegetarian. So I have quite a few recipes that I could share with you. So just like I said, put in the comments below the kind of things that you would be interested in hearing about, or any certain kinds of recipes, or if someone has another kind of allergy or another topic that they want to discuss, leave it below and I will do my best to get back to you, or to do a little video on that. And also, like I said, if in my other videos, if you'd like to schedule a breakthrough call with me so we could make a plan to see how you could be a vegetarian and be as healthy as you can possibly be with other alternatives other than soy, then feel free to book that call, and I'd be thrilled to talk to you. You guys enjoy your evening. Thank you for this time that you spent with me, and just enjoy your night.